916 and tune into another Fresh Out Prison Talk. So, the United States has deported its first round of illegal alien gang members to El Salvador. Trump ain't playing.
César Eliseo Sortomaya.
Easy!
President Trump's administration has deported alleged members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua from the United States to El Salvador despite a court order prohibiting their expulsion from the country. Sunday's move is the latest in a series of steps by the Trump administration to expel foreign nationals, some accused of being in the U.S. without documentation, others targeted over campus protest. What do you guys think about that, man? You have these gang members in our country illegally bringing gang activity, and some people are upset about that. They're upset that they're getting deported, but can you imagine if these were gang members from the United States that were over in Dubai or Japan? Do you think that they would not deport these guys if they were over there illegally? It's like people in America have become so confused when it comes to policy and just arguing over something just because they don't want to be seen as favorable to one side or the other. And it makes no sense to me. When you go to a country, if you're a felon, for one, you can't enter that country. A lot of countries, if you have a felony, they do a background check, you can't go. I can't go to Canada, Australia. There's places I can't go because of my record. But you talk about people who have come over with extensive records, some of them running from crimes in other countries, hiding out, getting free medical, free EBT cards, free housing. Get the hell out of here, man. Send them out of here. You're not doing a pay. You didn't come in legally. You're here illegal, and that's what it boils down to. I don't understand what the big argument is. What is everybody complaining about? What are you trying to? This is another thing nobody talks about, right? You infuse these people into the American, even the prison system over here. You talking about some shit. You talking about prison riots. You talk about extortion. You talking about violence on the guards. Come on, man. See, it's not just the neighborhoods they've been terrorizing, running through Colorado, checking people living in apartments, killing Riley Gaines. I mean, all this stuff, right? It's not just there's a lot of stuff that hasn't been reported, and there is no pluses to this. If you want to come into the country, you come in legally. You come in illegal, you get deported, or you go to jail. You go to any other country illegally. If you're American, you're going to jail. Go to Dubai. Go to UA. Go to any of those countries over there, Saudi Arabia, illegally, and see what happens. I don't understand why people over here, you know, they act like it's such a sad thing or it's so wrong. No, it's not. It just blows me away, man. Um, a lot of you guys have never been around these gang members, and until something happens to somebody you know, maybe you'll think differently, man. Um, what happens is as these gangs, you talk about, you know, time and allowing them 2, 3 generations to set up shop. They're not coming over here to add to the economy in a productive manner. They're coming over here to tear up some shit. And the fabric of our country is already dealing with a bunch of bullshit. Divide over here because of this sex, because of this skin color, because of this over here. And this is just like adding gasoline to a fire. The last 4 years have been straight shit with the border. And just the security breaches, I think, is just it's mind boggling. And to think that I'm not saying one political side. I think on both sides because if this other person, they're just there and they're watching. Oh, I can't stop it. Then why are you in office either? I mean, both you guys, you're going along with it, obviously, and it's just disgusting, man. Anybody who thinks that it was cool to have an influx of people with violent past, conduct unbecoming, you can't come here. I can't go somewhere else and get a citizenship because of my past. I have to deal with it until I can get a federal pardon. Then I am limited, and that's just the reality of it. I have to accept that. I put myself in this position, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I want to see other knuckleheads coming over here that have no uh, intention of becoming a part of America, rather than coming over here and figuring out, man, I'm gonna come over here and put together some licks. I'm gonna come over here and put in some work. And it ain't like they're coming over here saying kumbaya. Shout out to the administration for getting these dudes up out of here, man. Shout out to them, man. Nobody wants to live in a community where you have to look over your shoulder or worry about, violence. And if you look at El Salvador, which went from being one of the most terrorized countries to one of the safest now, wouldn't it be nice if in America you could walk around with your nice watch and your jewelry on and not have to worry about somebody robbing you or looking over your shoulder? You didn't have to worry about somebody breaking your house or stealing your car. They say in Dubai, you don't even have to lock your doors. The police deliver money. They don't even have guns. They only have batons. What's wrong with that mentality? I'm all for it. I was a knucklehead. I'm not sitting here acting like, but hey, I learned my lesson. If I would have got my head busted, that was on me because I was a knucklehead. You got to sometimes bust heads to get people to listen. Luckily, I seen the light, and now I'm out here sharing from a perspective having lived a life. A lot of people ain't lived a life; they ain't been around it, so they talking all this, oh, this and that. Well, let them go live with you and see what happens. Put them around your kids and see what happens. Your neighborhood, if you feel comfortable with it. I've lived around a lot of these type of people and seen in prison what type of scandalous shit be going on. Some of them people, man, they need to be in prison. They have no intentions of cleaning up their act. They have no intentions. And anybody who's that caught up in the game, man, if they're not willing to change, then hey, they got a place for you. It's called El Salvador. Super prisons. I know I would never want to go there. I'm not no tough guy like that. Not me. Not me. I'm not trying to be up in there like that. No. I've been in some horrible places, but man, look, You talking about the most violent criminals? I'm not. No, I'm good. I'm good. So watch your ass out there, and shout out to the border czar, man. Keep cleaning up the country, man. We need to have a safer place so all of us can sleep peacefully at night. Big Herc 916, getting down fresh out. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, share the channel, leave a comment. Let me know what you think.